Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I had a little thought on my mind this morning, thinking about Social Security. It's sad that in order to have a reasonable lifestyle, for those that have Social Security only as an income, the only way they really can have a lifestyle is move out of the country. There's something wrong with that picture. I live good here on Social Security. That's my only source of income. No, thankfully, there is a place I could go and live. I got thinking about those that don't get that opportunity for a lot of different reasons. Now, for those of you that got lucky enough to have jobs with a nice retirement plan and so forth, it doesn't apply. But in my case, my early working years, they didn't have those. The jobs I had didn't have that opportunity. And jobs that I was willing to stick with for a lifetime, on 3 different occasions, the companies decided they didn't want to stay open. They closed. Now, so it's not the same for everyone. Also, this talk about Social Security going broke in 2035, I can't figure that. I can't do the math and make it rational. Now, reason for that, you folks know in my hometown, I keep a tab on obituaries from several different funeral homes. I'm sure it applies nationwide. I see these obituaries, and 75% rarely get to hit retirement. Now, they try to blame it on the baby boomers. Whereas as of this year, if they are still alive, they'd be turning 59. The baby boomers from 1946 to 1964. So, I think they're giving us some false information to try to worry us about Social Security. Social Security was put in place for people like me. We didn't get to earn that income to where we could invest and have a retirement plan. Things happen in our lives that didn't allow us to plan for retirement. Things happen in our lives that took things away. Me, lost a house when I was young, no insurance. Mining accident, which took a career job away and took the opportunities away. Nobody wanted to hire me because I had a pre-existing condition. And then, at age 35, I had a heart attack. That limited my opportunities. And I'm sure there's people out there with similar situations. Or maybe even worse. Hopefully not. But anyway, I just don't understand. I can't do the math to see that Social Security is going broke. Because the baby boomers are not we're not the dominant population anymore. It's the millennium. A new workforce that have better opportunities. Now, And then, I just don't understand because, everybody that works, we paid into this system just so we could have an income. We paid into Medicare and Medicaid so we could have health coverage, which I don't because I live here in the Philippines. I do have an alternate. It's limited, but I'm okay. Fortunately, I'm not on a lot of medications. I do take blood pressure, which works out, I think it's somewhere around $25, $30 a month, something like that. Might be a little more than that. I failed to ask the wife how much. But let's talk about us baby boomers. I looked at the obituaries this morning, and just so happened there were 10 listed. How many of those 10 were baby boomers? 7. That is sad. Now, I seen where they said the life expectancy nationwide 79 years old. I don't know where they get that information from. Of all the obituaries I've noticed in the past year, there was only a handful that made it to 79. A handful. Out of, I don't know how many obituaries over the past year I can recall. They just don't make sense. Where do they get these numbers from? I just think it's all an illusion. So they can take Social Security and put it in an unsecured environment instead of in something that's guaranteed. Yeah. If they put it into investments, yeah, there's possibility it could gain. But what happens? There are those that depend on it to live each and every month. And most of them, if you live in the States, you just manage to get by, if that. Of all of a sudden, the market changes. It takes a huge decline, like it did in the early 2000s. What about us folks? We pay the price. We do without. We go hungry. In some cases, not enough income to stay alive. I just hope there's enough wise people out there to prevent that from happening. Because as you know, the market, stock market, it has its ups and downs. That's normal. And why should we line the pockets of Wall Street with our hard-earned money? Why? Most of us out there, we worked hard with that goal in mind that you might have an opportunity to relax a little bit during retirement. Fortunately, I live good. But I think about those people that don't. I think about what would have I lived like if I was still living in the United States. People, for those of you who are not on Social Security at this time, wake up, pay attention. Only you can prevent this from happening. No. Social Security was put in place because those in office at that time understood the working people. They understood that most working people could not set up a retirement plan. Well, for several reasons. Some just couldn't manage money. Some just didn't make it to put in there. So they come up with a plan to see that you had some kind of income. And it's worked great. It's not fantastic. They should have made it to where at time to retire, that you guaranteed a living income where you could actually have a life. I know some people view it differently. It's not a handout. For those of you who think it is, I'm sorry, it's not. We as a workforce paid into it. Our employers paid into it. And they want to mess with it. There are a lot of different ways they can shore the program up. It don't take a rocket scientist to see this. In 79, living average age, if anybody with common sense and just pay attention around them. No, I live here in the Philippines. Yeah, I know a couple of people that are in their late 70s. And they're still in reasonable health. They're not in perfect health. But I also know a lot of people that's not even in their 60s. They barely can get around. Now look around you. Put a little common sense in place. I know I rattle on about this. I've done videos in the past about this. But I feel it's important for people to sit back and think about things. Put a little common sense on it. I don't believe that 79 average age. I grew up all my life, and very few people that I recall that lived past that. Now, my grandmother did, but most of her kids didn't. Most of them died before they hit 70. And my dad was 67. I had an uncle, his brother, 63, and worked hard all his life and got to draw Social Security for 6 months. I mean, he worked brutal work. Another uncle, 69. His sister, 60. This is just people I grew up with. And I see it. And it's hard for me to believe the average age is 79. It just don't calculate in my head. Us baby boomers are getting fewer and fewer each and every day. And they want to say Social Security's going to grow. All I can say for you, it's up to you. There is ways that we can make changes. And only you, I, and the rest of us can do that. Now, I don't get into political parties. I'm sorry. I never have and never will. But I always thought about one thing. United States of America. United. It didn't say divided States of America. It says united. More and more people need to focus on that word. It was put there for a reason. Because united, we make a difference. Yeah. If we didn't, we'd probably be speaking German. Think about it. Or maybe even Japanese. Think about it. We come from a great country with great people. They have always prevailed in doing common good. We took care of our fellow man. Neighbors were neighbors. It was a pleasure to walk out and see one of your neighbors out mowing their grass or something like that, or taking the garbage out, and seeing that smile and greeting them. That's what the United States is about. Just don't be divided anymore. Let's be proud and unite. And focus on letting people know what we are about. We are a caring, loving country. I do my best personally, as everybody knows, to help everyone that I come in contact with. Try to put a smile on their face. That's me. I help my community here. And this is not even the United States. This is the Philippines. If I was living in the States, there's no possible way I could do that. Not on my own. I do it here on my own. With very, very little help. I do it for a reason. Because I love to put smiles on people's faces. So I'm asking everybody out there, have you got time? See if you can make somebody smile today. Well, you've heard me rant long enough. And I really appreciate everybody that actually takes time out and watch my videos, especially if you're watching it now. I want you to smile, and I thank you so very much for taking your time out, and especially listen to my rant today. So, take care. I'll see you again soon.